Yes, you're back to the Love Them Knives channel. LTK here. Kizer. Kizer knives, made in China. Yes, they are. Usually there's a little sticker here that says made in China. What? I'm missing the sticker. You know, that ever notorious clear kind of plastic sticker? I don't know. I'm worried about this one now. Not. That's nice. It's missing. It's a beautiful non-sticker there. Dukes. Matt Cucchiara design. Bladesmith series of Kizer knives. Titanium sculpted handle. Frame lock flipper. Lockups 40%. Pretty good actually. Stonewash blade. It's got the model number here, 5466A1, S35VN steel on the blade. Good looking knife. I like this. It's got this real pale blue milled pocket clip. Good looking pocket clip. Maybe a little like duck foot out here, but I don't know. I mean, the whole handle is kind of slender, so I guess they could have made this like more slender. But you know, I go around second guessing designers and it's like, whew, what have I designed? Nothing. So, okay, keep my mouth shut on that. But I guess, you know, hey, if you're a consumer, you have every right to second guess everybody if you want. And that's fine. But you know what? Overall, I really like this knife. Got jimping on the flipper tab. Take a look at that flipper tab. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's one big flipper tab. That is a big, big flipper tab. Big one. Giganticus. You know, go scale to scale. Look at that. You could have taken that down by 35% and still had a lovely knife. So that's big. It gets the job done. Fairly far forward as well, but that's not a big concern to me. It's really easy to deploy. No kidding. You got this forward choil so you can choke up. That's nice. Stonewash blade. I like this knife. I really like the looks of this. Cucchiara does, oh my God, how many has he done? He's done this, the Dukes, Trifecta is another one he's done. Dorado is another one he's done. I mean, I don't know how many he's done for Kizer collaboratives, but a bunch. This one, I really like this. You can get this in a little darker. I mean, as far as the titanium, you can get this in a little darker titanium. This is the lighter, but I kind of like this. I like the sculpted look. It's almost, you know, when I first looked at it, it almost looked like a hammered, you know, a hot hammered look or something. Steel hammered. But really it's more like, you know, really a sculpted scales. Kind of like the Anzo, maybe. Jan's Anzo sculpting a bit, but not really exactly like that either. Cool. Really good action, flipping, and it's got bearings, and it's got, of course, a hardened steel insert, which is always nice to do because you're interfacing with a hard steel there, and you don't want the titanium lock bar to wear and migrate over, you know, over time. So that insert will put a stop to that. Or at least it wears a lot less than the titanium. So you've interceded there. Really nice. Like it. It's a good sized knife. Can't remember what. I always try and throw you some paperwork on here, like first of all, like where it's available if you want one. It's goes for like $220. I guess MSRP was $300. 3.625, so not quite a 3.3 3/4 inch blade, but it's not bad. It's pretty carryable. It's nice and slender. Your spec's 8.5 inches overall, so it's not a small knife. And S35VN, it's a drop point hollow grind. And this is not this blade here, particular one. This is the stonewash, not the satin. I guess I pulled the satin up. But you know, they have a stonewash version. They have one with a little darker gray. They show you the box and the pouch and stuff here, and you can pause and read. Titanium, right under 5 ounces, so should be pretty good that way, and right at about 1/2 inch overall. And more pause and read. Just about, you know, generally just saying it's a great knife, premium materials, ceramic bearings, and the steel lock bar insert. So that solves the issue on what kind of bearings. And then there's your made in China, of course, and the model number, etc. So, yeah, it is nice. I just like the design. And yeah, I mean, they said 0.53. I guess you got to get up on a ridge. So 0.51 something, and you know, that's going to vary with this sculpting. So this is really tough to get a grip on here. In any case, let's check out the blade stock. 0.177 inch. That's pretty good. Really, is that over 4 millimeter thick? Oh, that's what my mic is saying. I mean, right here, it's well, it's not a micrometer, but it's a gauge. Yeah, so that's pretty thick blade stock, especially for a 3.6 inch blade. Well, let's get Bertha out here, and let's check this out. Well, we got 90 millimeters, which is 3 5/8. I mean, if you're measuring down, you know, at the bottom, you're between 3 5/8 and 3 3/4, but enough said. 8.5 overall, which is about not quite 21.5 centimeters long. So if you were going to compare it in size, there's your Mannix. So everybody, of course, has one of these, right? If you don't, contact me and I'll tell you to get one all over again. No, I'm not going to send you one. Just kidding. Yeah, but this is like 8 1/4 overall. This is 8.5 overall. So they're pretty close. I mean, you got 1/4 of an inch somewhere in here that's different. Other than that, I'm going to throw it on the table. What do you think? Yeah. Pull this back, line up the handles. But then you got the pivots at odds with each other. But so this is a longer handle. You can see that. Put the pivots pretty close on blade length, not very far off. But the handle makes the difference, doesn't it? Oh well, just thought you'd be interested in that. Thickness-wise, about the same. Maybe a little bit thicker here because of these plastic handles, because they ain't G10. In any case, I like the fit and finish. It's pretty open, isn't it? You got the pivot. Oh, how many standoffs you got? Count them with me. 1. 1. Wow. You got that pocket clip secured, though. I mean, you got 2 screws on that, so that's no brainer. Slides in the pocket pretty good, actually, for a milled clip, you know. People talk about that. They go, you know, these milled clips, they look nice, but sometimes a good old spring clip just does it better. But you know what? I think it's the design of the milled clip. It's not the fact that it's a milled clip. It's the way it's designed. And this has got some, you know, this has got a little bit of you know, spring to it. So it works okay. Nice decorative pivot. I mean, it's not, you know, high design exercise, but it's, you know, it's better than just a cap screw with a Torx hole in it. So that works. Nice slabs, not overly thick, but not terribly thin, and there's no skeletonizing that goes on in here. But apparently, since it's supposedly under 5 ounces, and let's find out, that it shouldn't need to be skeletonized anyhow. And it's hanging on to 4.9. Woo! That's about as close as you can get to 5 and not be 5. 138 grams. It's all good in the neighborhood there. I mean, very carryable. Pretty good sized blade though. I know that pocket, the flipper tab, it looks like a lot, but when it gets down here, it kind of makes more sense, doesn't it? And you got this nice groove here to put your finger in, come up against that guard. It's got a little bit of jimping on there too, make it even more secure. And of course you can go forward. But I mean, you know, you got plenty of handle here. How's it in reverse grip? Very good, very good. Really like this design, really do. I think I like this better than his Dorado. Just saying. I mean, personally, I like it. It's slender, you know, this way. Not very tall at all. Well, that might be worth measuring just for laughs. So if you go this way, and of course I'm not measuring, just an inch. Hold on. I think we're on inches. Yeah. Okay, so when you've actually got, you know, 1 1/4, that's a pretty slender profile right there. I mean, here, get old Buster Brown out here. Get this Spyderco Mannix. See, that's kind of a taller, rounder profile, isn't it? See, that's 1 3/4 inches. So, much more slender in the pocket. Of course, it's a little heavier than like the Mannix, but I mean, still under 5 ounces, not bad, huh? Comes in this nice crush-proof box, and it's got paperwork, and it's got a microfiber cloth with their logo on it. And then the outer box, which gives you the model number and all kind of, not all the stuff, but a bunch of it. Matt Cucchiara, Dukes. And you get a cool zipper pouch, which, you know, if you see my other reviews, you're getting tired of looking at this zipper pouch, but hey, you get one. And it's got little pockets in here. So if this is the only Kizer Bladesmith series review you're looking at on my channel, yes, a little pocket in here, a little pocket in here, so you can put accoutrements, maybe a little pocket flashlight, or, you know, little things in there, whatever. I mean, maybe waterproof matches. And then the main knife goes in here and in this pouch. So that's cool. Camo may not be your style, but pouch is definitely my style. I like having a pouch. You know, oop, get the thread off of there. You know, if they got their logo stitched on here, I mean, you know what I like about pouches is that, you know, boxes can get shelf worn and this and that. And this really protects the knife. It's really nice for this to be in a pouch. I really like that. And you get airflow through there as well. So it's pretty cool. Any case, what do you think about the Dukes? I'm digging it. I like it. I think it could be interesting from a standpoint of, you know, doing some pimping too. Maybe a splash anno job or something that I am totally incapable of doing. Or you could bronze it with that blue pocket clip. That'd be nice too. Let me take a look at this backspacer. Nah, that's not magnetic, so, and that's not magnetic either. I'll bet those, no? Well, those screws there aren't either, so I guess we're like I'm wondering about this. It'll be hard to get anything there, though, because I won't know, because you got the blade underneath. So from that standpoint, magnetism is no bueno there. But yeah, these screws and the standoffs seem to be non-magnetic, and I wouldn't say they're aluminum, so they must be titanium, or it'd be my best guess, seeing as how the frame is titanium. There you go. The Duke's matte Cucchiara design. I like it. I really do. I think it's my favorite Cucchiara design, to tell you the truth. They ain't cheap. They ain't giving them away. But hey, it's a cool knife. Do you think this should be able to cut paper? Oh yeah. So, hey, it's got a good working edge right out of the box. So, can't complain. Looks like it'd be easy to carry. Slender in the pocket. Hey, thanks for joining me. The Dukes. You know what we do. We love them knives. Stay sharp, my friends.